One of these days, I'm gonna be burned at the stake for my stupid opinions. No more opinions for you. Oops. Whoopsie doodle. Hello, awful episode. Oh, I think this is one of the first times I think I've been in the majority on this one. Because I looked around the Star subreddit. Woo! It's a dumpster fire and a half that down there. Oh my god. Ah, I can't say I blame him. Spoils good. Alright, bye. I guess it's up to Yunko to keep the peace. Maybe Shinku if he shows up. You broke it. Alright, so I'm gonna take a few minutes and just explain myself without spoiling anything. Hopefully, I'll try to catch myself for those that haven't seen the episode yet. Try not to spoil anything yet until I give the official, okay, we're done with non-spoilers warning. To give my broad general opinion, this episode was completely rushed. Like, absolutely 100%, not even questioning it, they didn't have time for this. Everything that they wanted to do for this episode, they couldn't do. It was impossible. They shoved too much off until the end, and so a lot of shit had to be sacrificed for it. And in order to not go into any detail yet, it really, really is a detriment to the episode overall. Plus, there was this one especially bullshit moment near the end that those of you that have watched it already will know what I'm talking about. And in my opinion, it completely destroys whatever tension and whatever build-up any of the show could have had. Everything is destroyed. There was literally no stakes by the end. And it just destroyed it. And I hated it. And that's why I don't think this episode is just disappointing. This episode flat out sucks cock. I'm just coming right out and saying it. It just flat out sucks. Which I can't blame it too much because of all it had to wrap up. That's my general opinion. I want to go into more detail though. So, as always, if you haven't seen the episode yet, y'all have 20 seconds to get right the fuck on out of here before your lives are ruined forever. Starting now. You have 20 seconds. If you haven't seen the episode yet, go find it online, Kim Cartoon, whatever the hell you have to do. But I'm not holding back my thoughts or my spoilers. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We are officially in spoiler mode. This picture means we are in spoiler mode. I have warned you, do not cry to me if I ruined it for you. Fuck this episode. Oh my god, okay. I do have to give it some points for some things, though. The picture, this shot that this moment was in when Star and Marco were in the dying magic dimension, that was good. You know, despite the bullshit that these two had to go through, and they put other people through just for Starco to happen, you know what? I'll give them this. They build it up to a really good moment. And I almost cried. I'm not going to be afraid to admit that. With the circumstances and what was happening, almost happened. Almost shed a tear. Not quite, but almost. Almost. That moment almost got me. But everything else... Oh. Let's start from the top, shall we? Work our way down. let's just say that ever since before this episode, I didn't really understand why Moon did what she did with the whole, hey, we're just gonna recruit Mina, and she's gonna bop those monsters. Oh, thumbs up. Oh, I didn't get it. I'm gonna really not know what to say for most of this. Most of my thoughts aren't gonna be until the very end. But I say I wanna, because I've never been good with plot summaries. If you give me a second to get my thoughts in order. Oh boy. Alright. Let's start problems. Let's work from the top. Tom was wasted. I mean, Tom was fucking just cheated out of the spotlight that he probably rightfully deserved. When he was the big ol', hey, I'm still possessed by the magic dimension and I was kind of the bad guy, and his eyes were like that. He was like that for like, what, 2 or 3 minutes? And then Marco was like, I'm gonna shove my pudding in your mouth now, and now it's over. And, the pudding shit... What the... Okay, I could get Glossaric would know that that they were gonna go to the magic dimension, and that the magic dimension was going to do what it was going to do to them. But how the fuck did he make a pudding that just made them immune to it? Is there just some kind of secret ingredient out there somewhere in the universe that's just like, immune to magic? Never explained. Never explained. But pudding, otherwise known as the magical plot convenience device, that they just kind of shoved down their throats and it just happened. Yeah, it's Gloucester. That's not an excuse. That's not an excuse, dude. But yeah, Tom was wasted, but then he eventually came back and started fighting the unicorns. And I will admit they were building up to something okay here with Star, Moon, and Eclipsa doing the whispering spell, which I don't think we knew what the whispering spell was until, I don't think we knew what the whispering spell was until now. Like, the exact words to it. I don't know. I don't really know. My main gripe is going to be near the end, because I get it. They wanted to destroy the magic. They wanted Mina to stop. They wanted all... And destroying the magic would probably do it, right? It's not until kind of after they do that where the bullshit starts. Like, yeah, I get it. Glossaric's dead, right? But I felt like they didn't spend enough time on that. Like, hey, once the magic dies, a lot of people are going to die. Right? Like, imagine this. The magic dies, Glossaric's dead. That immediately knocks out Glossaric. And then all 5 of the Magic High Commission dies. They're all... From the episode, we could just assume they died a slow, painful death. After they go into the portal... Hekapoo is also assumed to have died, which, she kind of died off screen, which is awful, because a lot of people say she's the best one. Not me. My favorite was the fucking... Cromulus, or whatever the fuck his name was. The crystal guy. I'm not good with names. He was my favorite one, but Hekapoo's, I guess, a pretty close second. So, I feel like, yeah, that had to be done, but I feel like they should have really focused on the people... Romulus. Yeah, that guy. I really feel like they should have focused more on the deaths, because it felt like that was more just pushed off to the side. And it was pushed off to the side in the worst way possible, because you want to know what happened? When Star came... Because after... Okay, that's going to open up a whole can of worms. So let's just say that we figure this out through Star talking to Ponyhead. And, you know, after they say, what could have happened to the Magic High Commission? And then we see that they're dead. They immediately go, oh, we might never know. And then they start fucking laughing. Like they're literally actually laughing it off. Like not even trying to hide it or shove it aside. They literally laughed it off. That was awful. That was an awful scene. Ponyhead is the worst character in the show, and no one can tell me otherwise. Any scene she's in is just brought down as a result. It's a wonder I liked the Ponyhead show as much as I did, because Eclipsa kind of drug it out of the mud. So let's talk. Let's talk Star and Marco. Because whoa fucking Nelly, that's a fucking yikes right there. So imagine, right? I want you to picture what happened with my last rant. I don't know if anyone saw it, right? There's a lot. I'm gonna recap, right? I'm gonna recap. Basically, every single relationship that could have possibly happened in the show in season 4 was just completely destroyed, burned, tossed aside, just for the sake of Starco happening. Marco and Kelly could have been cool, but that happened for a few episodes, and then Marco just kind of broke it off screen without saying why. So they were just kind of in and out like fucking seconds, and I'm just sitting here like, what the fuck happened? Star and Tom was probably the best relationship in the series, but then, oh, we're going down two completely separate paths, Star. Oh, I don't think us being friends would even be good due to the paths we're going down. Fucking horse shit. That was off. That was his own kind of awful. What a way to start that episode, dude. Completely toss away one of the only decent relationships in the show aside from fucking Eclipsa and Globgor. How the fuck do you pronounce that? I don't know. And then it's just like Star and Marco were just kind of forced together at the last second. Because, like, hey, you know, Star just kind of got forced out of a relationship. I don't think I said this, actually. Star just kind of got forced out of a relationship that she wasn't expecting, and it kind of just blindsided her all of a sudden. You think she needs time to heal? Nah, 3 or 4 episodes later, let's have Star and Marco kiss. That's brilliant. Who needs time to heal from a bad breakup? Oh, not these two. Oh, these two are great. Star's a good show, guys. Star's a good fucking show. So that was going on, right? And so, after all that, after everything that we had gone through with the Blood Moon, with all the fucking horse shit with that, with Star just suddenly breaking out with Tom and then just going on with her day like it was nothing, right? Here comes this episode. Uh-oh, the magic dimension is dying. Uh-oh, Marco, how about don't come back with us to Muni, because don't, and instead go to that Earth portal that's probably going to die as soon as you go over there. Let's not keep Marco safe. Let's separate him from us. And don't make sure that he makes it out safe, because we gotta get back to our own kingdom. Uh-oh, no, they're separated. But wait, what's this? Star's gonna abandon her entire fucking family to go back to the magic dimension and be with Marco? All of them? Her friends, her people from Muni. All this time that she's built up, all this fucking time to, fuck him, I'll just go be with this Earth kid while we die. Yeah, that's a good idea. We belong together? The Blood Moon curse breaking begs to disagree. If anything, Star deserved Tom more. But hey, they can't have that. Uh-oh, the two main characters aren't together. Sound the ship alarm. We gotta fix that immediately. Fuck making a better show. Fuck making the plot make sense. Fuck Toffee, who was just kind of there in the last episode and then never talked about again. Fuck talking about the deaths of everyone else. Fuck Tom in this episode in fucking general. Fuck being with the family. Fuck reconciling in the moment where you might not ever be able to reconcile again. Uh-oh, ship's not working, guys. We gotta fix that. Put them back together. Shove them back together. You know it's great when by the end of the episode, 2 fucking dimensions have to shove themselves together to get these 2 together. We're getting to that. We're getting to that. So that happens. They pretty much just threw their fucking lives away, which is the stupidest, dumbest decision I can ever think this show would make. But, you know, considering this track record, I really don't think I should be so surprised. So they're dying, right? Magic is dead. And then Star wakes up and she's on Muni. The magic is dead. Hello? Like, does this show not get the consequences of, okay, we just killed off our own fucking magic? You think they'd have to make some pretty significant changes in order to deal with that? To deal with that loss? But then all of a sudden, 2 seconds later, it's like it never happened. And don't give me that fucking, oh, love conquers all bullshit. Because fuck that nonsense. That's sappy and a cop-out. And I hate it. God damn it. Show's over. There's no going back from this. And Marco somehow ends up back on Earth through whatever fucking means. Like, the Earth portal was done. It was dead. Marco didn't make it in time because he was too busy making out with his girlfriend in the fucking black dimension. He was trapped there. The Earth portal was gone, Glossaric said. So how did he make it back to Earth? If we're really saying that love magic is what brought these two back to their planets, then I'm sorry. That's fucking weak. You gotta have some better storytelling than that in order to convince me that your show makes sense. The power of love. God, that's the most cliche, overused fucking cop-out that I've ever seen in a cartoon. Especially one that was so built up like this one was. Oh, how did they get back? Power of love. Fucking God. What about the cheek things that Marco had, huh? Was it because he was touching Star or something? That I don't get. What was with the crescent moon cheek thingies that he had? That just felt like a cop-out, too. Let's just roll with it. Let's just say that somehow, through the power of love and sex, they made it back to their home dimension. Somehow, the magical boner went into the magical hole, and they're just back. Somehow. Let's just say. The magic's gone, right? Now there's a fucking portal looking thing, right? So, the magic's dead, but somehow, there's just a portal. Somewhere, somehow, there's just some magic that apparently just got left behind, just got forgotten. And suddenly, there's this big old portal that's just conveniently so far away from them. If that's somehow the portal that they got spit out of, how did they end up so far? B, how was that portal even happening when the magic was dead? So that happened, right? And we're not even at the best part. So they both see the portal at the exact same time and start running to it. You know, that's a good idea. You just got... Don't spend time with your friends and family that you miss. No, fuck, go to that portal. You gotta separate from your family somehow. How dare we want to see our fucking family again? Let's just go bang our girlfriend and boyfriend for a little bit longer. So they start running to the portal. And this is where I thought the episode was actually going to take a pretty good turn. Because that portal blew the fuck up. And from what it looked like, if they had gone through with what I thought they were going through, we wouldn't be here right now. What I thought they were going to do, that portal was going to blow the fuck up, and Marco and Star were going to be shit out of luck. They would have to rebuild with their friends and family from what they just experienced, and the story would end right there. They wouldn't be able to see each other again unless another fucking bang portal happened. And it would have been sad, but it wouldn't have been bullshit. It would have made sense for the story to end like that, because that's literally what they were building up to. They were building up, even from the last episode, when it was from the painting or the mural or whatever it was called. When Star destroys the magic, Marco wasn't there. So if it had ended like that, that would have been great. It would have been sad and maybe a little unsatisfying because there was been no kiss, but there was going to be no kiss anyway. But it would have made sense. Tapestry, that's what it's called. But of course it can't end like that because then Disney can't make their shit money. So how does it end? The portal blows up. Marco starts crying, which of course I kind of understand that. But then it's revealed that somehow, via this portal blowing up in both dimensions, the two dimensions merge together. Muni and Earth are one big thing now. First of all, what the fuck? Where the hell was it even mentioned that could happen? Secondly, you're meaning to tell me that a portal between these two places blowing up is just gonna magically go, okay, bro, I'm gonna shake your hand, we're in a mutual agreement now, we're gonna be together. Thirdly, you know your fucking ship is all-encompassing and awful when in order to force these two characters together, they literally had to shove two dimensions into each other in order to force them together. What kind of bullshit sense does that make? The Star and Marco are in two separate dimensions now. We could end the story on such a great tragedy and people would be sad, but it'd be satisfying and make some kind of sense. Throw the pen on the floor and rewrite it. That's bad. Gotta make Disney our money. What? Muni and Earth? No, now it's Murth. Yeah, good show, guys. Class is out forever. Go work on other shows. And it doesn't even end with a kiss, which a lot of people are disappointed in. Me, I'm more disappointed in the fact that they forced them together at all. I guess that really shows that they really care more about their precious main characterships than being interesting. How about the fact that, a little off topic, but Renegade, how about the fact that Awestruck Vox kind of, what's the right word? Insulted a kid from the Make-A-Wish Foundation, I think it was, who just wanted to see some more things of the show while he was in critical condition. He accidentally leaked some things, probably on complete accident, and Awestruck Vox ripped him a new one for it. Awful, awful, awful. Yeah. I don't really think highly of Awestruck Vox. Plus, he just seems a bit too generic. Anyway, back to the topic at hand. So not even a kiss, which a lot of people were disappointed in. I get that. They just kind of said hey, and then hi, and then whoops, credits. They ended it so unsatisfyingly. Like, we couldn't even... If you're gonna force these people together... If you're gonna force these two people together, like, completely out of nowhere, just push these two dimensions into each other and say, okay, make out now. If you're gonna fucking force them together, at least make it some form of flashy. Don't just have them said, don't just have them do that. Just don't have them stand there like fucking idiots and make that the end shot. They literally made the end shot. These two just staring at each other, smiling. That's the last shot of the show. Nothing memorable like Avatar did. Nothing memorable like Steven Universe did in the last episode of season 5. Just looking at each other. Like how they've looked at each other. The shot that is on screen right now would have been a much better shot to end the show off in. Even though it wouldn't have made much sense. It at least looks good. The last shot that they chose in the show is so boring and anticlimactic. I just sat there in disbelief when I saw it. Like, how do you fuck this up so bad? How? That's awful. I don't think I want to imagine Marco and Star having kids. I don't think I want to imagine that. How about even a hug? Even a hug would have been better. Even a fucking hug, dude. I don't care. Don't just have them stare at each other. That's something regular people do. Star and Tom could have done that. Fucking cut. Fucking. Bad. Not to mention, since the magic was gone, I guess that just kind of eliminated the, Oh, how about Mina, dude? How about the way they dispatched of Mina? Literally, she found a way into the magic dimension, which I kind of get because River and the other guy was kind of leading her to it. She jumps down, she's about ready to fucking fuck shit up, which I would have loved to see them try to fight her off while they're trying to destroy the magic. That would have made a great set piece. Like, imagine this in the picture, but with mixes of magic going in, and while they're doing this, say Marco and Tom are over there trying to fight her off while they're just desperately trying to fucking destroy the magic while she tries to destroy them. Do you know how good that could have been? You know how much of an action set piece they could have made that. But no, you know how she die? A fucking unicorn tackles her. One of the dark unicorns that was apparently on the magic side, but not Mina's, I don't know, tackles her. She I guess she drowns in magic. I guess that's how she goes. And then we never see her again. Well, we do until at the very end. Again, I don't know how the fuck she got out of the magic dimension. I really think it would have been better if they ended it that way, though. I guess that's just my brain repressing. Because then she just goes, oh, I'm gonna go into the woods now. Hey, you're coming with me, servant guy that served Queen Moon unconditionally. Yeah, you're coming with me. She's gone. We're not seeing her again. A lot of these characters really feel like we're gonna see them again when we're not. How about Ludo and his brother playing basketball? That's all we see of them in this episode. 5 seconds, maybe 10, maybe a little closer to 10. Somehow. Tom, how about Tom? He becomes kind of maybe the bad guy for like 2 minutes before Marco shoves pudding in his face. Then he helps Marco fight some fucking unicorns for a bit. He goes and hugs Star once. Only ever, and I think his last line was something like, didn't Ponyhead tell you I was looking for you? That's it! That's one of his last lines! Oh, didn't Ponyhead tell you I was looking for you? That's it! Over! Character done! Arc concluded! 10 out of 10, guys! Best ending line, dude! Fuck! Meteora was probably the best character in that finale, mainly because she was very inoffensive. How about they were rushed to end it? Maybe don't focus your story on ships that go nowhere then. If they hadn't. Or maybe make it so that you're not focusing on Starco for 80% of your climactic conflict. Maybe then you would have more time to give characters closure. Fuck you. They were too busy destroying relationships to care about the overarching story. To care how they would end their character's story. You know, Tom getting a proper ending. Mina getting the justice she deserves instead of just walking out into... Oh, how about this, guys? It's the series finale, right? Mina goes, oh, I'm not going away because I have good ideas, and good ideas tend to linger. Come on, boys, let's go into the woods. They literally foreshadowed something new. They literally foreshadowed that Mina wouldn't go away. In the series finale. There's no way they're gonna make more. That would be dumb. God, that... Burn on, Dumpster Fire and the Star vs. the Forces of Evil subreddit. Burn on! Because that was awful. I was not expecting this. I was expecting maybe something a little boring, but it would answer all the questions at least. Dude, I'm more than disappointed. I'm pissed. The show is just gonna end like that? And the fact that they left so many characters out in the dust. We didn't even get a follow-up on what was going on with Toffee. Most of the characters just were relegated to 5 to 10 second cameos. We aren't gonna see the Marco's parents' baby again. We saw her for like 5 seconds. Yeah, you know, I thought they were gonna get some more development in that, but instead we got that that Never Dimension episode where they were just teenagers. I guess that's all we get. I guess that's just all we get. I guess. Maybe. Poor Kelly. Poor fucking Kelly, dude. What, her relationship with Marco developed perfectly. Absolutely perfectly. The pacing was on point, and it was great. And then they just dropped her like a few episodes later. Oh, to focus on Starco, of course. Gotta force 2 dimensions together in order to make it so they don't have to dare say goodbye. Uh-oh, how dare we have an interesting ending to the show that'll stick with people forever. Say that sometimes destiny just isn't on your side, and sometimes you have to make sacrifices even if you hate it. Well, screw that heartfelt message. Screw that real world message that kids could apply to their real lives. You know, sometimes sacrifices just have to be made and you don't like it, but it's for the good of everybody for you to make those sacrifices. Wouldn't that be a good message, guys? Especially for an adult, where you have to make so many sacrifices in your life in order for yourself and others to be happy. Wouldn't that just be the greatest message for this show to end on? These two spent so much time together, but in order for the people to be happy, the sacrifice has to be made. Right? But instead, fuck that. Let's just, again, force the fucking dimensions together. So out of energy. I'm so tired of this. I went into this finale with so much hope, dude. And I was just floored, pretty much. I was just crushed to the floor, pretty much. Stepped on the brakes and I went flying out and hit the windshield. That's what happened. They didn't even follow the definition of cleave. That's what the name of the episode is. They completely abandoned the very name of their episode. Cleaved. They're apart. You don't put them back together. The only way you do that is with some kind of duct tape, and that's bound to fail. Or glue. Which is hard to put on. I feel actually empty. Actually empty. Because that could have been so much better. And they could have done so much more if, again, they didn't put so much of their focus on these two's fucking relationship. Flex tape would actually work. I'm gonna be completely honest. This ending is so bad to me that it actually just has a knock-on effect of the quality of the entire show. Because it made me realize that even throughout the entire series, they were just building up to nothing. What are the consequences? You know, if they were ripped apart and not able to come back together, it would make me appreciate the earlier episodes and the time they'd spent together. Now that they just kind of forced the dimensions together with no rhyme or reason when the magic was supposed to be gone, it's like, what's the fucking point? It's like they were just building up to this huge fucking cop-out now. Anytime I watch an earlier episode now, it's just going to be in the back of my mind. Remember, any development that these two go through ruins the character of everybody else. Kelly shafted aside. Tom, we had some time with him, but then he just kind of... The writers kind of wrote him out just to focus on Star and Marco. Jackie, she went off to God knows where and became a lesbian, apparently. Supposedly. And now after all this, we can't even hope for another season that would help us work through this. You know, the new world that they created? How about interactions between actual Earth humans and monsters? How about Buff Frog hanging out with the parents of other people? Right? We can't have that development now. We can't see their lives after this conflict because guess what, guys? The show's fucking over. We're not getting any more. So this is all we have. This is all we have to judge the end of the show on. And it's awful as an ending. As an ending, this sucks dick. You can't just end an entire world the way you ended it here. That's a fucking disgrace to storytelling in general. You know, an ending's bad when it makes you think back about how the entire show works after you watch it. I mean, at least with Steven Universe, we already had confirmation that something was coming next. They wrapped up all the plot points and somehow redeemed White Diamond. I still don't know how the fuck they did that, but we're not going to get into that here. At least there's indication that there was already a movie in the works. At least we got confirmation that there was a season 6. At least despite the fact that that ending was rushed too, we know there's going to be more to build up on it. This is just, they rushed to the end and now they're at the end of the multiverse. There's literally nothing left. And what do they have to show for it? The fact that they rushed. And now we're stuck with an unsatisfying bullshit plot that I once thought was better than Steven Universe in regards. I was once more excited for this show than I was for Steven Universe. And this was back during Steven Universe's, what, season 4? But no. They just had to throw it all away just to force these two kids together. That's all they are. They're kids. They're teenagers. Most teenage relationships don't last too long anyway. I don't understand what the big deal is with forcing these two into each other. I don't get it. I don't understand this show. How we can go from being way up here to a really... Battle of Muni was really good despite the rushed ending with Toffee just dying. Battle of Muni in general was the high point of the show, in my opinion. It was really good. And it just took a nosedive. I mean, Tom and Star, I thought that was going to be interesting, but then it just took a fucking nosedive, and now we crashed. We crashed into the Grand Canyon, and we don't have any climbing tools to get us back out. We're dead down here. There's no hope. We're done. This is where we are. The bottom. And we ain't climbing back out because the show's over. I don't think I even bring myself to everything wrong with it at this point. I don't even think I could bring myself. Because this finale is all I could think, is all I'll be able to think about. Like, fuck the introduction of Ponyhead. How about the fact that Ponyhead laughed at the death of the Magic High Commission? How about the fact that we just kind of forgot about Glossaric, just in general? Toffee was built up and then never seen again. Toffee was right. Uh-oh. Can't have him be right. Just cut him off. Cut off contact. Done. Jana had a really bad ending, too. Both her and Marco were in the hospital bed, and she just goes, oh, hey, there's a big portal. I'm gonna stop my pulse for 60 seconds, and you can go. The last we see of her, she's dead! She's actually dead! And that's it! Jana over! Jana out! She's dead. For 60 seconds. She's fucking dead. Oh, I'm gonna be friends with you, Marco. Oh, I'm dead! Oh, no. Fuck! This stupid shit! And you know, this shows even more why the Star and Marco being left apart ending would really work. Because you know why? Marco and Jana could have actually developed together. We could have had a really... Hold on. We could have had a really nice moment where Jana just puts aside her weird personality and just fucking comforts Marco. Because he needs a friend. That could have been... They could have expanded on the moment they already had and made it great! I don't see them as a relationship couple or anything, but even just that little moment would have made this so much better. Instead, oh wait, they're friends now? Kill her off! Can't have that! Kill her off for 60 seconds while Marco chases after Star again. Fucking God. Starco makes me want to puke now. Because that's all this show does. Whenever something interesting is possibly going to happen. Oh, whoops. Marco and Star are going to be apart for 2 seconds. Get out your fucking pushers, boys. Get out your oven mitts and get pushing. Shove them together. Whoops. Can't have that. I'm fucking done, guys. When a show has burned me as much as this one has, And it left me so unsatisfied. I'm fucking done with it, dude. I don't even know if I can look at this show the same way anymore. I can't look at this show the same way anymore. It's awful. And this makes me really paranoid for two things, too. One is how the fuck Steven Universe is gonna recover from the rush that it had. Yeah, I mean, we have a whole nother season, but if Star proves anything is possible to be fucked up, right? It's possible to fuck anything up with enough effort. Like, who knows? Maybe this next season they'll put all their focus on Steven and Connie and nothing fucking else. Who knows? Anything's possible. And two, Jesus. If my motivation for writing Globe was low, woo, I didn't think it was possible to drag it down anymore. It's so easy to fuck shit up. It's so fucking easy to fuck shit up. That now I'm even more paranoid that I'm gonna fuck up Globe somehow. And make it unwatchable. And make it people go through the same thing I'm going through here. You know? If I fuck up, even something, a little bit, it's over. Good show gone. God, I need a fucking nap, dude. The episode's bad. So bad. Awful. God awful. Horrible. God horrible. I went into it with so much optimism, too. I even rewatched the last two episodes just to psych myself up for it. I got nothing from it except a big old bag of dicks with a note from the writers of the show that says, "Suck these. Fucking idiot." Alright, that's it before I start repeating myself again. Star is an okay show. It's just, after this shitty ass finale, I don't think I can look at it the same way anymore. I'll be fine. I'll probably just have to sleep it off, but God. When something burns me, it burns me hard. And this shit burned me down to the fucking ground. Wait, you didn't like Adventure Time's ending? I just wish there was more, dude. They really shouldn't have ended it like that. That's got to go down as one of the worst endings in cartoon history, in my opinion. That's just so much is wrong, so much is off, so much is left unanswered, so much bullshit is made up to force an ending that really shouldn't have happened. The promo lied to us. It's gonna be the biggest fucking finale, and it's gonna be so tense and stressful. Okay, the Tom fight lasted like 5 seconds. Star falling in was just her fucking decision, and it went nowhere. I'm out of here. It's been Super Sonic 1014. I'll see you guys later. Maybe I'll stream something later, but right now I just need to lie down. Maybe focus on Globe for a little bit to get my mind off things. Hope to God that I don't fuck up Globe. For God's sake, don't fuck up Globe. See you guys later. Bye.